Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, from Astor Place here in Manhattan, New York City. We are kindly hosted by IBM on our Springboard in 2024. And I have a very special guest for you, and this is Romit. Romit, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hey, hello everyone. I'm Romit Bhatia. I'm with IBM, and I'm a data and analytics leader there.
We were talking about AI all day yesterday.
Yeah.
And of course, one of the key questions I guess also you got is, what are the key barriers currently for AI? Why isn't it already everywhere and already is using it?
No, this is a very, very interesting question, and we got a lot of these yesterday. So as executives are embracing AI or scaling on it, their first concern is data. Like without doubt, if you don't have a trusted and a reliable data, the results from AI would be faulty, would be biased. So data is one of the key concerns. But let me just try to double down for the audience here. In our research, what we found that 61% of the executives today say within data, the most important part is the data lineage, the availability of like consistent data to train the models. And the third part is the security, and which is like really, really key. So as organizations try to deep dive on their AI initiatives or scale it, data is a key concern. So for example, what we are hearing from organizations is lack of like within the reports, what the calculations are there. The data formats are inconsistent between like two similar business domains within the organization. And overall, like data quality, how do you track it from the source to where it is utilized? And it's very important that organizations needs to make right investments in their data ecosystem so that they can elevate from these data related concerns. Yeah, so that's where I see the most important concern with respect to AI adoption.
Perfect. You mentioned a nice keyword, which is investments. I mean, in the past, companies have made quite some investment in software, hardware, data. Yeah. Is this now all gone, or
no way?
What is your point of view on ecosystem investments?
No, this is really good question, and a lot of these things came in our discussions yesterday. What I believe is the investments which are there within the data ecosystem, they are not going anywhere. They are here to stay. But then we need to think through, as organizations are scaling, embracing new AI use cases, how could they like utilize this data ecosystem? And there are 5 ways how we think about it. One is the data volume. Is your data ecosystem really ready to like intake a lot of data volume, which means that you need to set up your data pipelines in a right manner. It should have the right business rules within it. That's one. Number 2, variety. AI needs variety. It just doesn't need sales data. It needs marketing data to be clubbed with inventory data to generate insights. So how do you introduce variety? Which means your data ecosystem should have the ability to bring in information from multiple different sources. The last part is data speed. Real-time data, near real-time data. Those are key. You don't want your forecasting to be like coming 3 days later. You want them right now as you are trying to take some critical decisions. Data quality is super, super important. We have been talking about it throughout. And it's not an easy problem to solve. There are investments which have been made within data quality, whether it is with respect to tagging the data, ensuring that the data quality is with respect to the 7 different ways of ensuring that this is right. And the last part is human perspective. Data has context, or data has right insights when it is presented in a right context. And it's very important to tell everyone as they are like using these insights that there is a human in the loop. Somebody has really, really verified it or verified the insight before you are consuming it. And that's where you should ideally ensure your existing investments should be leveraged with human in a loop. So these are the 5 things. We can always double down. There are additional details to go in this. So that's how I think we should leverage the existing ecosystem. Yeah.
There's one question we have, of course, which is when you say that AI can generate reports. Let's assume we have the right data, we have made the right investments, and now, okay, so AI writes my reports, AI makes decisions, AI looks up for me. Of course, there's one question which is about workforce planning. Oh. How do you see that coming up in 2024?
Let me try to answer this with two different perspectives. The workforce is getting disrupted. For sure, that's really happening across. But let's look through the data. So our research says that at least 60% of the CEOs today have either redeployed their workforce into other projects because they think that generative AI would help either automate some of the tasks. And then there are 28% of them which would potentially do it in next 12 months. But then there is next set of people or next set of executives who are like hiring for generative AI skills because they really feel that they have AI use cases, AI plans for more adoption in future. So there are two spectrum that's really happening across. I must say at this point of time the picture is slightly muddled. We have to wait for next 12 months to see where the workforce planning, reskilling goes. But nevertheless, it's an interesting intersection that we are here today with human knowledge and artificial intelligence. I think the era of possibilities are like really high, and we have to we are really looking forward to next 12 months where this innovation takes us. So that's my forward-looking statement for the audience here.
Fantastic. Thank you for your time today.
Absolutely.
Looking forward for our next interview, maybe in a year's time, to see if this all came through. Ladies and gentlemen, our specialist from IBM, Romit, thank you. And you'll find his contact details below this interview, and we hope to see you soon in one of these events. Thank you and goodbye from New York.
Thank you.